Hello and welcome to IABM TV. So I'm delighted to welcome back into the TV studio Joop Janssen, CEO of Aperi. Joop, welcome back to IABM TV.
Great to be here.
So you're a few years old now, the company. What's been the response to the Aperi platform?
It's been tremendous. We launched the platform 5 years ago, and basically the update from this year is rollouts in big international sporting events, especially over the summer, like in Russia, the athletics and the European Games in Glasgow and Berlin, Champions League rollout. So virtualized live media processing that Aperi does in the IP domain, running apps or microservices as the vehicle for the workflows, actually is catching on and is really getting good adaptation in adoption, I should say, in the prestigious sporting events.
Okay, and so what are the benefits of deploying software-based workflows instead of traditional hardware?
Well, like for example with the events business, that's typically a short-term need, peak demand on infrastructure and functionality. So with a software-based approach, with microservices that you rent for a month or 2 months, you can actually spin them up and spin them down as you need them. The other thing is if you have a multi-venue sporting event, like in Russia, actually you only need to buy the licenses for one game, because the next game is you can take the floating license and you put them on another one. So you need only limited licensing licenses available in order to run all the Russia. I don't know how many stadiums there were, but around 10 or 12. So you need also only for the concurrent games you need the licenses. So you save a lot of cost, and at the same time you spin up and down the licenses basically in minutes. So it's very easy for broadcasters to operate and to manage their overall infrastructure.
So do you think, you mentioned the World Cup there, do you think as we head towards 2020 that we're going to see a big increase in the technology and the demand?
Absolutely, even more, because that's pan-European. I think one of the first matches is in Baku, Azerbaijan. The next one is in Dublin. Right. And the IBC is in Amsterdam. So how are you going to cope with that? And previously you had OB trucks going around the venues. That's not longer possible with these kind of distances. So running a service that you can spin up and take to the next venue the next day without moving equipment around is very valuable for the broadcasters.
And so how, using a software-based platform such as yours, how does that benefit your customers?
They can do more with less investment. They are more agile, so they can change on the last minute to add, because sometimes a match is not so relevant because it's actually no longer a qualifying match. Sometimes, surprisingly, it becomes a qualifying match, and then they want to tool up for more 4K cameras or other functionality. With a software-based approach, you can do that actually on the day, more or less, and get going on that. So it offers them a lot more flexibility. Here at the show, Arqiva is showing their new platform in the UK, where they are actually offering services more on a on-demand basis. While before they needed to plan 6-9 months ahead a service to get it up and running with a lot of clunky hardware that needs to be installed at the customer premises. Now they have a very small server platform and software that they can spin up as the demand of the customer changes.
Okay, well Joop, thank you very much for joining us.
You're very welcome.
You can find out more about all of these products and services at apericorp.com.